G'day guys, today we're going to be taking a look at this awesome custom theme for the GB300 made by Reddit user Walter. This is a complete theme and it changes pretty much everything. The first thing you'll notice is the main menu is now very sleek and has the official system logos on the top right. The system menus themselves have also been completely redesigned. Another great change is the menu that pops up when you press start and select from inside a game. You can see the save and load slots are much cleaner looking. They have also removed the annoying background music. The ROMs and settings menu has also been completely redesigned. ROMs is now much cleaner looking. Favorites has been renamed to pinned. History has kept the same name, but has been completely redesigned as well. The search feature has a really nice looking keyboard now, and the button remapping page has also been completely redesigned. This theme is only in English, so if you change the language, the icons will default back to the stock design. There are a few issues that I've noticed with this. The first is the game counter in the top right on the systems menu doesn't seem to completely clear the old character. For example, you can see we are now at 4 out of 756, and if we go back down to 1, you can see the 1 does not quite look correct, since there is still a small piece of 4 drawn on the screen. This is related to the font. It is not a major issue, since most people don't use this indicator in the top right, and I personally prefer the new font choice over the stock font. Another issue is the game shortcuts. Although you cannot see the icons on the screen, they are still there in the background. Pressing left or right does still make the sound, and pressing A on this menu will start whatever game shortcut is selected. The creator has mentioned that they have removed the sounds when pressing left and right, and also changed all of the game shortcuts to null, which should be available in a future release. Let's go over to our Windows computer and show how to download and install it. We're over on our Windows computer now. We're just going to go to Google and type in GB300 retro theme. We want to go to the Reddit link. I made a clean, functional, retro-inspired theme for the GB300. We want to scroll down, and in the comments section below, there is an archive.org link. We want to click on that. We want to scroll down on this page, and on the right-hand side, select zip and the top zip. While that's downloading, we'll also need to download a program called GB300 tool. So going back to Google, typing in GB300 space tool. We want to go to the GitHub link, GB300-SF2000 tool. On the right-hand side, under releases, you want to click the latest version. We want to scroll down slightly on this page, and under assets, download the zip file. Once both of those are finished downloading, we can close off Chrome and open up our downloads folder. We want to extract both zips. Once they're both extracted, I'm just going to insert a micro SD card into my micro SD reader, and I'll put this into my computer. Thankfully, the creator has included all the required files for a fresh install. So if you did have a brand new SD card, you could simply format it as FAT32. And then if we go into the GB300 theme folder, open the SD card folder. If you were using a fresh SD card, you could simply copy and paste all of these files over. Today, however, we're going to be doing an upgrade on our existing stock theme. So to do this, we do have to delete one folder off our SD card. If we don't, the theme will still work, but the main menu sounds will be glitched until you start a game. Not a major issue, but it's easily avoided by deleting the resources folder from the SD card. Just going to our SD card, finding the resources folder. I'm going to rename this to resources back or backup. We are renaming the resources folder instead of deleting it, so we can easily revert to the stock theme if we want to in the future. With that renamed, we'll go back to our downloads folder, go back to the theme folder we extracted, go to SD card folder, and I want to select all, copy, go back to our SD card, and paste it on the root of the SD card. If it asks you to replace any files, click yes. That's all there is to installing our theme. It's also worth noting this theme is based on and includes the version 2 firmware, which is a direct upgrade over version 1. With this done, we need to either add our ROMs if you've done a fresh install on a fresh SD card, or we need to rebuild the ROMs list if you have installed this theme over the original install. Just going back to downloads, we want to open up GB300 tool, just double click on it. It's going to want to know your SD card's drive. If you're not sure what it is, you can drag this window slightly to the right, and you can see on the left-hand side of Windows Explorer, it says USB drive D. That is my SD card. For you, it might be different. So for me, it's D drive. So just make sure you type in D there and click start. Now at the top, where it says FC, we want to click on that. If you've done a fresh install, this is where you would add all of your NES ROMs. But if you installed it over your existing theme, then you want to make sure your window is fully expanded. The bottom left, click check all. It may take a few seconds for it to select all of the ROM names, and then to the right of that, click alpha sort. Alpha sort simply sorts all of your ROMs alphabetically. Once that's done, we'll go across to SFC or Super Nintendo, do the same thing, check all, alpha sort. Mega Drive, check all, alpha sort, and you want to do this for all of your systems at the top: Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, Arcade, and PC Engine. If you skip this step, you'll notice there's no game showing up for any of the systems. If you've done a fresh install, you can add games by selecting the correct system from the top menu and clicking add at the very bottom. That's all there is to it. We can close off GB300 tool, safely eject our SD card from the bottom, and we'll put our SD back in our GB300 and take a look at our new theme. Just putting the SD card back into our handheld, and we'll turn it on. You'll notice the boot logo has changed as well. I think that'll do it for today, guys. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.